Welcome to another video, guys. I got a really nice one for you, so be sure to come back. If you're a super busy guy running around from hotel to hotel, can't find the time to eat, if you're extremely obese, or if you just need to lose some body fat, you have got to come back and watch the rest of this video. I've got 5 amazing, strong tips, and it's all about intermittent fasting and how it could possibly work for you. I was going to keep coming back to you with more videos, so keep coming back because I'm back. Alright, it just took some time. I've been doing so many things. It's so freaking exciting that I'm like, wow. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm here to talk to you about a bunch of health tips. Okay, I have the equivalent of an anatomy and physiology degree in fitness, okay? I worked for over 8 years as a personal fitness trainer in New York City, one of the top cities, top gyms, okay? Equinox. Hey, what am I doing with my shades on, right? I'll take them off. So anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna just come to you with all kinds of really cool stuff, guys. So if you like these videos, especially like this type of content, you gotta let me know. Okay, just leave a comment down below. Love these videos, bring me more of these, that kind of information. Or if you have any questions, guys, leave them as a comment. I reply to everybody. A lot of the guys that are on here now can say that, right? So this one's on intermittent fasting. All right, guys, a few great tips. I don't want to keep it long. I'm going to take a look here. All right, 6:55. Well, that's my time. I haven't eaten all day long. Okay, so what's intermittent fasting? Here's the idea. It's really very, very simple. Let's say you ate your last meal at 8 p.m. The concept behind intermittent fasting is that you do not have another meal for at least another 12 to 15 hours. Does that make sense? So if you had your last meal at 8 p.m., that means potentially that your first meal would be the very next day at around 8 a.m. or 3 hours after, 9, 10, 11 a.m. 12 to 15 hours after your last meal. Does that make sense, guys? All right? So if it makes sense, just leave me a little comment. Yes, I get it. Makes sense. Right? So I know you watched this part of the video. That's how you want to interact with the videos. Also, yeah, you can share the video with friends, tell them about my channel, alright guys? So if you really like the content, just feel free to share the video. Now, here's the other idea. Now, let's say you ate at 10 or 11 p.m. Let's say you're a late night eater. Now, what do you want to have happen? Let's say you ate at 10 p.m. So you want to ideally give your body enough time to rest. It's kind of known as like shut down the factory, right? Don't keep feeding the body all night long. Lots of tangents we can go off on here, but I won't. I'll keep it nice and focused and laser, okay? So you have that meal at 10 o'clock, a little late. It could be 11. Let's say it's 11. Now you go to sleep, and the idea would be for you to not eat another meal until 11 a.m. or later the next day. All right, guys? I did that one on purpose because I know it could get a little challenging for some people, because what do we all want to do as soon as we get up? Leave it in the comments. Have breakfast, right? Is it the best thing? Not so sure anymore. That's right. I was raised just like all you guys. Breakfast, cereal, breakfast in the morning. As soon as you get up, breakfast. So we're eating late at night. We get up 5, 6, 7 hours later. How many of you really sleep 8 or 9 or 10 hours, right? Most of you probably only sleep 5 to 6 hours. You ate at midnight. You ate at 11 o'clock. Now you're eating again at 6 or 7 a.m. And then you're going to have another meal at 12 or maybe 11. And then another meal probably at 3 or 4. Maybe another meal at 6. You get where I'm going with this, guys? It's a lot of calories, okay? Like I said, a lot of places we could divert into here. The average caloric intake, could be around 2,200, 2,500, per person. For girls, maybe 1,800. But most people consume a lot more calories than that. As a matter, well, I was going to do a calorie thing. But anyway, so here's what's going on. Now, I wanted to show you because I just did a little salad, right? I bought the salad, and the idea is to share with you how simple it can be just to have the good quality meals. I'll talk about that in a second. Now you see this roll of paper towels. You're like, why does he have a roll of paper towels, right? So I'm taking off a few pieces of the paper towel, right? And I'll tell you why in a second. Because here's what happens. We have a meal, right? Now, let's say this sort of represents the meal. Now, we go ahead and you walk, you talk, you exercise, so you burn a few calories, right? Now, let's say that's the first hour. You burn a few more calories the second hour. You burn a few more calories the third hour. You burn a few more calories the fourth hour. What happens after that? So, you have a 4-hour window, let's say it's 12 o'clock. A lot of people eat every 4 hours sometimes, right? Maybe every 6 hours. So what happens if we don't burn enough calories? Let's say you were sitting at work. You think you're burning enough calories? Or, yeah, how many of you sit around all day long? 9 to 5, sitting at a desk, right? You ate breakfast. Then you go ahead, you eat lunch. So now you eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. What happens? Now you go eat lunch. So you now you pack on more calories, right? So you pack on more calories, and more calories, and more calories, and more calories. Now, most people will tend to eat easily like that, 1,200 calories or higher. What do you think is happening when we're getting obese? You may have guessed it right. Our intake is far higher than your output, right? So what do you think is happening here? You're eating breakfast, you're eating lunch, you're eating dinner, and maybe something after that, right? Some people eat 3, but some people eat 4 or more times a day. Let's say you're the one that snacks. You had a breakfast, you had a snack. Now your snack could easily be 200 to 500 calories, like that. That's not to mention if it's a yogurt or an ice cream or a bagel or something like that, even higher in calories if it has other ingredients like butter or whipped cream or some kind of butter, right? So now you go ahead and you pack all those calories back up, and then you're gonna eat again, only to pack more calories. So what's going on here, and the reason for this demonstration is you'll end up burning maybe that much in calories. Maybe you burn 50 calories. How many of you, I want you guys to leave me a message on this one, right? Tell me how many calories you think you burn doing cardio for a half an hour. Half an hour cardio. How many calories will you burn? I gotta tell you straight out, guys, it's maybe, if you're lucky, 150 calories. How many of you think you can get that from one soft drink? And what I'm talking about is not even a soda, just a regular drink like a juice drink. On the average, the one bottle is 250 calories, just the one bottle. Okay? Try a Starbucks coffee. You'll see on the bottle, it says 250 calories, one serving. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. They sneak up on you. Let's take a look at this guy. Now, if you're like me, maybe you're not like me. Look, this says 70 calories per serving. 18 servings per container. 18 servings, guys. So now, let's say it's 20 servings. So you're looking at 7 times 2. 1,400 calories. It sounds low, 70 calories, right? But 70 calories is only for 3 crackers. Can you imagine? Now guys, I'm guilty of it. I've taken this whole freaking thing, and I'll finish half or the whole freaking box like that. How many of you do that while watching TV late at night? Now, technically, that's not dinner. That's not lunch. You're calling it what? A snack, right? So what happens? You have freaking 20 servings times 70. Freaking 1,400 calories. Just one box. Now, how about if you have a slice of pizza? That could be 500 or higher calories if it has pepperoni and this and that. All right, guys, you get what I mean, right? I don't want to, you know, drill it too hard, but we have to fucking hammer the nail on the head, right? So you guys get the message. And just so you know, guys, I've already been working with somebody in this way for just a little over 6 months, and my client has lost over 60 pounds. You guys want to hear about my client? Leave me a comment. Yes, please tell us more about the client, because I'd be happy to share his personal story with you guys. I would love to hear if you guys want to hear that too, okay? I promise you I'll bring you more videos, and I'm doing that, promise, all right? So, yeah, I want to do lives. I want to do, you know, interviews. This is part of what I'm planning to do, okay, guys? So, all right. Now, also, with the intermittent fasting, the idea is that once you start eating, you would tend to save the eating portion for a specific 8-hour window. So let's say that your last meal was at 9 p.m. Your first meal could be 9 a.m. or which is 12 hours or 15 hours after. So it could be 9 a.m. or you could save it for noon. If you saved your first meal for noon during an intermittent fasting cycle, then the idea would be that you ate all of your consequent meals after that within a specific 8-hour time frame. So that in this case, it would be your first meal at noon, and you ate all of your meals between noon and 8 p.m. Okay? You could have 1, 2, or 3 meals within that time frame, but all within that time window, as opposed to scattering them out throughout the day. Okay, guys? Make sense? The benefits are it'll lower blood sugar levels, it'll stabilize blood sugar levels. The idea of having something all the time, which is kind of like, listen, even I was learning all about that too. As a bodybuilder enthusiast, I would follow a lot of the protocols, you know, established by bodybuilders. They're not necessarily health protocols. Okay, guys? There is a difference between health, their approach, fitness approach, and health approach. Not all bodybuilders are healthy. If you understand that, leave me a message on that, okay? And I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying not all bodybuilders are healthy. They don't all do the right things in regards to the health of their overall body and their systems. A lot of bodybuilders tend to get diabetes because they use a lot of pre-workout shakes and stimulants and all that stuff. They also tend to get adrenal fatigue. A lot of them in their late 20s, boom, are suffering from adrenal fatigue. Some have even died, okay? Big problem. Kidneys, okay? So, so I mentioned that because I jumped into sugars. Everything that we consume turns into sugars, okay? So if you're constantly feeding your body, what do you think is happening? You're constantly putting more food into your system. It's a sugar overload, okay? So it's a whole nother dimension to talk about the sugar drinks, which I don't have at all. Hold on. I'm going to share with you guys something else that I usually have. You guys may have seen some of these or not. If you haven't, you want to look for them. This one happens to be clear, but it is what? We're looking at sparkling water. Okay, guys? You probably can't see it very good on the screen here. There you go. I'll try to hold it there. This is sparkling water. And we're talking about 0 calories, 0 sodium, zero flavor. Well, it's infused with flavor. In this case, it's peach, right? 0 calories, 0 sodium, 0 sugar, and 0 artificial ingredients. Okay? Why do I share this with you? Because maybe some of you are hooked on sodas or sugar drinks. We're talking about sugar. I'm helping bring to you tips on how to become more healthy, right? Everything that's in your gut will eventually turn to body fat unless you burn it, right? If you're big and heavy, what is that a sign of? That your input is way larger than your output. That makes sense, right, guys? input is bigger than my output. You can leave that in comments so I know that you've seen this part of the video, right? So that's it. Like this has, you know, zero. It's a freaking 0 calories. Check this out, guys. See if you can see it right there. See? 0 calories. Guess what? If you like soda, this is freaking fantastic. I'm loving these things. That's all I drink these days. Sparkling water. All right? So, okay, back to the intermittent fasting. What happens is how you can work this, and if you have questions or want help, please let me know. I'm happy to assist, okay? What you want to do is with intermittent fasting, how it can really, really help is that you set yourself up so that eventually you fix it so that you have 1 or 2 meals a day. So if you've never tried it before, guys, don't be scared. It's referred to as a fasting cycle, okay? Fasting can be actually healthy for everyone. Now, a few of the contraindicators is if you're on a lot of medications, you know, just be careful because it could add to a little dizziness or lightheadedness. It's the medications, okay? Because you kind of go into a little bit of a detox, natural detox. But if you pace yourself so you have something to eat, that'll go away, no problem. You follow? You have to have a bigger picture in mind, guys, a vision of where you want to go, and then you slowly start taking active, proactive, positive steps, in this case, with natural nutrition that actually helps and strategies that will bring you there. I have done this with one of my clients. That's one of the first things I mentioned to him. I said, I don't know, you know, what your eating is like, blah, blah, blah. He was over 250 pounds, closer to 60. He says, God, I would love to work out. He comes to me, the first thing people say, oh, I want you to help get me in shape, and I want to work out, whatever. I knew that wasn't going to work for this guy. He was a workaholic. That was one of the issues. He's one of my life coaching clients, okay? So I just jumped in and said, look, I could give you all kinds of working plans and all that stuff. You know, probably none of it will really work because it's all about commitment. So I said, how many times do you eat right now? And he said, twice, sometimes 3. And I knew there were going to be large meals. Historically, that's what was going on with him. So I just said, have you ever heard of this? And I mentioned intermittent fasting. He said, kind of, but I don't really know anything about it. I said, what do you think about this? And I said, how about do you think you would be capable? And I just asked him a couple questions in advance. I said, let me get an idea of today. What time was your last meal? He says, 8 o'clock. I said, that doesn't sound so bad. That's not bad at all. I tend to eat meals at 10 or 11 o'clock. So I said, okay, do you think it's possible for you to potentially not have another meal until 8 o'clock the next day? Or maybe after, like noon, save it so you don't have a breakfast? Ooh, wow, I don't know. I never did that before. I said, well, do you think it's possible? He said, well, I suppose. I usually have breakfast, something, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, if you can, give it a shot, you know? And I said, and if you don't, at least you waited 12 hours. Or I said, how about if you ate your meal at 6, the latest, and then maybe the next day, your first meal could be 8 p.m. That would put you into a fasting cycle of at least 12 hours. Do you think you can do that? And he said, oh, definitely I can do that. So that's what he started doing, guys. And then we tweaked it. He had one more meal, and then we tweaked it, and now he's been doing 1 meal a day for several months. Guys, he's 60 pounds lighter today. He started working with me in October. Okay? You guys want more information on that? Just leave me a comment. I'd love to share it with you guys. All right? So moving on, you guys get the idea behind the intermittent fasting. What happens is if we keep eating a meal, we don't have enough activity in between. We pack on more calories right over again. So then we have another meal and the calories get packed on all over again. So it doesn't really give us a chance to keep burning the calories. Now, when you work out, you know, some people don't work out, right? But when you work out, your body first is going to burn what's in the gut. Usually the standard is that after 20 minutes of cardio is when you actually start potentially burning some body fat. And that depends on the intensity of the cardio and stuff like that. So if you only are working out or doing cardio for about 20 minutes, usually you're only burning up a few what? A few carbs, guys. That's it. It's not even that much. It's like 280 calories that you burned maybe in a 45-minute cardio session, guys. Okay? You see what I mean? When we eat, look at this. 1,400 calories right off the top. One bottle of drink, not this one, but one bottle of drink could be 250 calories, one bottle, right? Boom. How about if you had 2? How about if you had 3 throughout the day? You see what I mean? All right, guys? All right, so anyway, you have questions on that, definitely leave a comment in the video. If you love this video, let me know. Guys, the other thing I want to say is these little salads are amazing. They're only $3 at Walmart, and they serve them organic, okay? They're so easy. It's so easy, guys, to eat well, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Like a lot of people say, oh, yeah, it's so expensive to eat organic. I can't afford to do it. No, you can't afford not to do it, okay, guys? Now look how cool these things are. I buy them all the time, guys. It's freaking awesome. Like I said, they have them at Walmart, okay? Look how packed they are. Look at that, guys. That's a huge bowl of greens, right? So you want to get your greens in, okay? Now, the 5 major tips and the reasons why you should do intermittent fasting, guys, is number 1, for weight loss. Best way to weight loss, guaranteed like that. Number 2, it lowers the risk of diabetes, stabilizes your blood sugars. Number 3, improved heart health, okay? Ticker, all right? Because you're consuming a lot less fat. Now imagine if you eat meat with every meal. I'm not even saying don't eat meat, right? I'm saying eat whatever you eat, just have it once. So what do you think that's going to do? Immediately less cholesterol, less calories. You follow what I'm saying, guys? Improved heart health. The 4th, improved brain health. If you don't have all those things clogging your system, clogging your arteries, clogging your body, what do you think it's going to do? It's going to improve brain function, okay? And the last one, last but not least, is that it lowers the risk of cancers. All right, guys? I have a sister dealing with cancer. Another story for another video, perhaps. All right, so these are some of the things that you can use to help your body burn more fat. Actually, it's introducing healthy body fats into your body. This one is coconut oil. Okay, see right there? Coconut oil. Now we're talking about unprocessed, unrefined, organic coconut oil. You need to include the healthy fats in order for your body to operate at a higher efficiency level. Okay, guys? It's the bad fats. Fried foods are trans fat. Most meats are heavy in saturated fats. Even some of the vegetable oils are not good for us. The canola oil is a little bit better. Corn oil is one of the worst. Canola oil is a little bit better because it has a little bit less saturated fat than corn oil, but not all that much better either. Okay, guys? So, ideally, extra virgin olive oil, that means it's cold pressed, it hasn't been refined. That means it has a lot of enzymes and natural nutrients. Okay? So this other one is one of the best, guys. If you haven't tried coconut oils, try it. You could put this in your salad. Well, this is like the hard version, right? But it does soften very fast, so you can fry with it. You can put in your beans. You can put in your rice. I do it on everything. I put on everything. Usually when I buy a salad like this, I'll do a little bit of olive oil just on the greens. It's like a tablespoon. I just put it like that. Usually I'll mix it in the greens so the greens are nice and soft. And guess what? Now they digest very nicely. Okay? The other thing that could potentially bring down your blood pressure, guys, I promise you, is sea salt. Now, when you have high blood pressure, you're always told no salt, right? But guess what? That's regular salt, iodized salt, not sea salt. Look it up. Talk to a nutritionist. I happen to study with a natural healer for many years in New York City, and I've helped a lot of people. Sea salt does not contribute to your high blood pressure. So a little goes a long way. Just a little sprinkle of sea salt, and you're like, oh my God, flavorful. I usually sprinkle a little sea salt just on the greens with a little bit of olive oil. I mix it with my hands, my fingers first. Then I toss the salad. Guys, it's super freaking delicious. All right? So if you like this video, my friends, tell me, send me the love, my friends, and I'll keep coming back to you with a lot of sexiness so we can have fun and enjoy our lives and live without freaking shame, remorse, or freaking any regret whatsoever for loving who we fucking choose to love, all right? Bisexual guys, God bless you. Love you guys. Got a gay guy here who is not hating on you bisexual guys. You know why? Because I came out when I was 27, all right? So I went out with girls, you know? I think we should all take our time to decide whoever the fuck we want to love in our lives. If you haven't made a choice, it's okay. And I've also been with, and I have no shame in saying it because I'm a sex positive dude, I have been with many guys who see girls. You know, whether they were married or dating girls or whatever, that's on them. You know, it's on me whoever I see. And again, no hating, no shaming. All right, guys? So my channel is to encourage and support gay and bisexual men. So let's stop hating on the bi guys, okay? Because guess what? It doesn't matter. It's not that they haven't decided. Some people are polyamorous. And I say, wonderful. Bring them on. I'm polyamorous myself, okay? I've been with women. I have had 3-ways with men and women together. And yes, guys, no moralistic bullshit here. Okay, guys? Don't come to my channel with your moralistic attitudes because I won't have it. All right? It's all about love, and you can choose to love whoever you want. And there are lots of different ways to have great relationships. They're not all one. There's not all just one path. Right, guys? So that's all I'm going to say on that. Just keep the love strong, my friends, okay? And thank you so much for being a part of my channel. And that's it, man. From my heart to yours, okay?